Welcome to the final round of Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012, produced by today's Youth Asia. We've come to the final round of the 10, 11 and 12 category. Yamini Kedia of Modern Indian School and Monika Niraula of St. Mary's College have advanced to the finals of Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012. Today, one of them will be declared as the winner of Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012 of the 10, 11 and 12 category.
I would like to introduce you to our panel of judges. Our first judge is Mr. Santosh Shah. He's the anchor and producer of the popular TV show Power Talks. He's also the world record holder as the youngest anchor of an English political talk show. Our second judge is Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Nawa Silwal. He currently serves as the Deputy Chief of Narcotics, Drug Control, Law Enforcement Unit of Nepal Police. He's also a writer, singer and a poet. Our third judge is Ms. Susmita Maskey. She is a mountain climber and an Everest summiter. She is an inspiration to many young aspiring women leaders.
The topic for the final competition is Fairness Cream Advertisements Contribute to Racism.
Let us have Monika Niraula of St. Mary's College, and she'll be speaking for the motion.
Fairness is beauty. Fairness brings you love. Fairness is without doubt the path to success. Fairness rewards you with bliss. When you've heard this over and over again, every time you turn on the TV, you believe in it without pausing for a second to question whether it contributes to racism or not. And in your acceptance of the myth, fairness is beauty, lies the success of the multi-million-dollar fairness cream industry. Fairness cream advertisements establish the stereotype interconnecting fairness with beauty, which ultimately contributes to racism. Isn't telling fair is lovely or handsome implying that every other skin color is neither lovely nor handsome? Isn't it racist? What is wrong with being dark, brown, tan, or red? Is it something to feel depressed about? Fairness cream advertisements answer yes. Your life is a waste if you are dark and you need to put all efforts into turning fair as soon as possible. This racist message is loud and humiliating to all not fair viewers. The fairness cream advertisements are downright racist in their messages. Their ripples can be felt in the real world as well. Look to the glamour industry, for instance. Fair actors and models, no wonder, dominate the field. Actors and models who enjoy the highest status and get the most attention seem to be the whitest. Think about those dusky, talented actors who have been missed out because of these misleading advertisements. The advertisement of Fair and Lovely Max Fairness tells that you need to be fair to pass a job interview. Another advertisement of Fair and Care Fairness Cream tells that features a classical singer who has received an award because of her fairness and not because of her voice. Aren't these racist advertisements telling all dark-complexioned viewers that no matter how outstanding your qualifications are, you are not going to have a career until you change the color of your skin? Another advertisement features a young Malaysian girl who is dusky and receives no attention from men, but as soon as she becomes fair, courtesy Fair Ever Fairness Cream, her inbox overflows with date requests. I ask my opponent, isn't it racist to tell someone you will never have a boyfriend or a life partner? You stand no chance at experiencing love unless you turn fair. Racist? I ask, how can you judge beauty on the scale of fairness? You have a competition where you are judging beauty, and the yardstick with which you measure beauty, if it is fairness, then all the dark-complexioned people will have their applications rejected, and this is downright racist. Thank you.
Thank you, Monika. Now I'd like to call on stage Yamini Kedia, and she'll be speaking against the motion.
Before getting into the topic, I'd first like to define racism. It is any action or attitude conscious or subconscious, that subordinates an individual or a group based on their skin color, race, etc. Now, fairness cream advertisements promote a product which is a cream that lightens the skin tone of a person. Like any other advertisements, the advertisements of such product would also be to promote its uses and benefits, which are makes your skin glow for smooth and fair skin, etc., etc. Where is racism there? There is a trend in the subtropical regions where fair-skinned people spend a lot of time and energy getting their skin tanned. Yes, to look dark. If promoting fairness cream is racism against the dark-skinned people, then advertising about getting your skin tanned is racism against the fair-skinned. But it does not go that way. Just like the advertisements of anti-aging creams are not ageist, fairness creams are not racist. They are just trying to promote business whose motive is to provide solution to people who want to look fair. Second, the advertisements did not create the obsession in the subtropical regions for people wanting to look fair. It already existed. The need for fairness had always been there. Earlier, it was the cosmetic surgery, and now it is a cream. The advertisement is just trying to meet a pre-existing need. Let's try it the other way round. Racism exists when a group is subordinated based on their skin color, race, etc. Even if you're to believe for once that fairness cream advertisements contributes to racism against the dark-skinned people, then how are the targeted audience of such advertisements supporting the advertisement by making the product a stunning 1800 crore business in India alone? For logic suggests that if I am feeling offended by some advertisement, I would not buy that product, right? But the fact is just the contrary. People see these advertisements as a hope, a solution to their needs, and not as a tool creating racism. The government agencies, like the consumer protection agencies, even they don't think that these advertisements are racist. Otherwise, wouldn't they ban such advertisements? Why are they still being displayed? So, actually, the company that is manufacturing the product does not find the advertisement racist, for it would not pay such huge amounts to create some racist movement in the society. The advertisement agencies don't see the advertisements as racist, for they would not make such advertisements if they were. The targeted consumers don't see the advertisements as racist, for they would not be purchasing it. The information and broadcasting authorities don't see the advertisements as racist, for they would not approve of such advertisements. So, I fail to understand, if nobody has a problem with such advertisements, how are these fairness cream advertisements contributing to racism and becoming a racist? Thank you.
Let us hear what the judges have to say about your performance.
Monika and Yamini, both very well done. I've known both of you as very good debaters, and today is not an exception. Monika, you started with sarcasm, and that's a good tool to draw attention from the very beginning. However, for the first time I saw you today interrupted, and whether you were nervous because it's final, or whether you had issues with your memory, but you had that, but at the same time you picked it up and you spoke from your heart much later. And that's again a very good thing about debate. No matter how loud you are or how deadly you are in your debate, if you speak from your heart, it always clicks, because a larger number of your audience and your judges are going to hear from the heart more than their mind, if that's how it's presented. But in your content, most of the time you talked about how the advertisement is misleading the general population. You missed out on how it contributes to racism, and racism is a very clear word. Like misleading, or it's a bad product, or it's immoral is one thing, but racism itself is a very strong word, and it stands out very easily. And that is something I was missing, and I hope in the rebuttal round, I hope you pick up on that. Yamini, today I found you a perfect debater. I was hoping I would get to see that of you, even at some point in this debate series. And today you have, you've proven that. You clarified the topic very well. And that's a very good thing, because although it looks like it's a very easy topic, it's not. And you almost got me convinced, because being dark myself, I hate those ads. But you almost got me convinced today.
Monika and Yamini both have done well. Excellent, I would say. Monika, you've started, beginning was great, and you came up with the issues in the middle part of it and concluded well. But you probably, it could have been excellent, even better, if you had tossed upon the inner beauty of a person. You could have tossed that up, and then you would have been much better. And Yamini, you've done well. Beginning excellent, and you picked on the issues one after another, tossing on the core issues and core areas of those specific issues, and concluded well. You also actually missed one issue that I was more craving for to listen from you actually. Today's world is about manufacturing, producing things, marketing it, and consuming it, and that's how the capitalism grew. That's the whole idea of free market economy, and then commercializing advertisement and marketing and things like that. And it also contributes to the economic prosperity. It adds in the revenue of the particular country that is promoting the particular product. You could have done tossed up on it, and then it would have been even better.
Monika and Yamini, wow! I would say simply wow. This is the I've seen a couple of earlier sessions last time, so this was beautiful actually. So Monika, yeah, you started very nice, and both of you have very clear speech. There are no such repetition of words and repeating the statements. Monika, you went blank at one point, but you picked it up well. Good examples. But I think Yamini was definitely more convincing, I would say, because I'm also not in favor of fairness cream, and also not very much against it. But you somehow convinced me, and I love the way you mentioned all the concerned sectors in your speech, from your marketing, and then consumers, and then every depth of it. So yeah, we should look for the next round.
After such wonderful comments from the judges, let's see what the rebuttal round brings after a short break.
Today's Youth Asia opens school representative media training for students of grade 7, 8, 9 and 10.
Best utilization of holiday time during Saturdays. Selection process is not required. First come, first serve.
Whether you're a class topper or not, you can still become a winner in life if you join DYA trainings at an early age.
Learn to speak in public, learn to debate on stage, learn to write articles and television scripts, participate in English television programs, discuss on national and international issues.
Today's Youth Asia phone number 425-7250. Our email address is youthtya@gmail.com.
Parents' best gift to their child that will last a lifetime.
Today's Youth Asia, since 2002, creating future leaders for Nepal, connecting young leaders all over the world, making Nepal proud globally. Today's Youth Asia, GPO 8975, EPC 5478, Kathmandu, Nepal.
Welcome back. You're watching the final round of the grade 10, 11 and 12 category of Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012.
We now begin with the rebuttal round, and I'd like to call on stage Monika and Niraula.
Let us talk about what kind of advertisements are these fairness cream advertisements. Almost all of them show a dark-skinned person who is very depressed because of the skin color, and suddenly after the use of a particular product for a few days the person becomes fair-skinned, and suddenly the person's life is full of joy, happiness and whatnot. Money, success, men, everything comes to that person. So, in a way, aren't these advertisements telling that if you are dark, you will not be happy. You will not be successful. My opponent argued here that fairness cream advertisements are simply providing a solution to people who are already wanting a product like that, who are already wanting to turn fair. But my question here is, why is there a need to turn fair? Isn't your natural beauty, your God-gifted beauty enough? The question here is that these advertisements have been creating a myth. They have been equating fairness with beauty. And this, my friends, is not natural. It is a human construct. We have equated fairness with beauty and are all applauding fairness creams, which give us what we are asking for. But here what we are debating, my friend, is not the quality of fairness creams. As you said, fairness creams provide a solution and you can turn, your skin glows or something like that. But here we are not talking about the quality of the fairness cream. What we are arguing here is that these advertisements have created a mentality among people that is fair people are beautiful, not fair people are not beautiful. And this has obviously created racism, since I believe both of them are beautiful. So calling one race of people not beautiful is obviously creating racism. Thank you.
I've come to notice that my opponent has centered her entire argument on particular ads of Fair and Lovely and Fair and Handsome. First, only a few fairness cream advertisements use the storylines that present the cream as changing the destiny of people, while the majority of the ads like Garnier, Nivea, Clean and Clear around the globe simply endorse the product on its usefulness basis. Now I assume that those majority of the ads have been justified as not being racist. Now the remaining few, the ones my opponent talked about. Let's take the example of a TV program, say Satyameva Jayate. This program showed cases of racism in the society and later offered solutions as to what all is to be done. If showing cases of social racism is racism, then that program should also be banned. What these fairness cream advertisements is doing is just saying that if your skin tone is problem in you getting ahead in life, here's a solution to your problem. It's not talking about that these fairness cream advertisements, it's necessary for you to use those creams. So I think I've justified that.
Half won the argument when my opponent agreed that there are a few fairness creams which obviously contribute to racism. My opponent pointed out here that showing racism on stage, on TV, is not racism. But here we are not arguing about creating racism, we are arguing about contributing to racism. We are all aware that racism was created a lot earlier and we have no hand in creating racism. I guess my opponent cannot answer this question. What came earlier, the egg or the hen? Similarly, I have no answer to the question, what created racism? Did fairness creams create racism or did racism come earlier? And here we are arguing that these fairness creams are contributing to racism by simply showing that a fair person is superior to a dark-skinned person. And in this way, they are obviously contributing to racism.
Racism would be if the fairness cream advertisements urged people not to give opportunity to the dark-skinned people until and unless they use their product, which they are not. And today in this society, in this 21st century, the people are so aware that they will not tolerate racism. If all these fairness cream advertisements were contributing to racism, wouldn't they actually go against it? Wouldn't they ban? Wouldn't they go to the government agencies and protest that these fairness cream advertisements should be banned?
May we have both the debaters on stage, and may I request the judges to speak about the final performances.
Monika and Yamini, you both are very good debaters, and you proved that in the rebuttal round, and your rebuttal round was very good. This topic, as I said earlier, it's a very easy topic, but it's a very difficult topic, and it looks like you had to struggle a bit with that. And something that I wish could have been brought up in today's debate is how politics and revolution is connected to racism. and how that is connected with the fairness cream advertisement. Like, are fair people superior? Are fair people successful? Are fair people winner? You know, because if you look at America, there you have white people, you have black people, and you have most of the immigrants who are in between. How does that relate to politics? 2008 election was a big, context to that. If you look at our own culture in South Asia, a lot of marriages depend on your color skin. And this is a subcontinent which, Yamini, you mentioned it's a 1,800 crore business. You know, that many people using it, not anybody turning fair in 15 days at all. And people have been using it for 40 years. That's a very long time to come to a conclusion. So a lot of personal examples that could have been brought out. You know, the business component, you try to touch a bit on that, but that could have been one of the major focus. About if people see money in it, they will do it. I mean, people sell drugs, people sell women, people sell children, because there's money in it. So to make your argument more strong, these are some of the components that could have come out. At the same time, Yamini, you had a difficult position going against the motion because the topic is very convincing towards 4. You did a great job on that. At the same time, you could have focused on rights to information, the concepts of consumerism. If you want to buy it, you have the freedom, you know. So it's basic things like human rights or civil rights, which sounds very heavy on the ears when we hear that. You know, how real it is, it's a different story, but at least it sounds very convincing. Celebrities. Some celebrities are endorsing it. Some celebrities have said they're never going to endorse this product. That's a very strong stand because they represent millions of their fans. So these are some of the contexts that could have come up.
Monika and Yamini, you both have done excellent. You have a lot of potentials to become a really good debater, or rather a politician in future. I hope that the country will find, have a politician like you in the coming days. But you've done well, excellent. But I had a little more expectation from you both. You've done well, but still, if you had tossed upon, because you know the concept of this racism. Racism is not about white dominating the blacks. It's about majority versus minority. Because all the notions that came over in your talks was directing towards the black people. In Zimbabwe, whites are in minority, and blacks are dominating the whites. They're chasing away the whites from their farms, farmlands, houses, and properties. So it's not about being black or being white. This is about majority and minority. So you could have tossed up a political aspect of it, which Santosh also covered a bit. And you should have gone much deeper into the economic side of it. I have already mentioned it in my earlier comments. It could have been even much better. But having said that, both have done excellent.
I think like both of you did very well. I appreciate that.
Thank you, judges. The judges are now finalizing their marks, and we all are eagerly waiting for the announcement of the winner of this category.
You both are very good debaters, and it's a very difficult choice for us to make today. However, we are hoping if one of you don't make it, which one of you won't make it to the top, we will look at the special mention round, because that's still remaining. And today we would like to announce in grade 10, 11 and 12 English category, winner to be Yamini Kedia.
Congratulations, Yamini. You've been declared as the winner of the 10, 11 and 12 category for Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012. May I request SSP Nawa Silwal to hand over the certificate and the gift voucher for Leadership and Skill Development Program to Yamini.
Monika, you've been declared as the runner-up of grade 10, 11 and 12 category. We still have the special mention round where the judges will select one winner. Good luck for that. With this, we complete Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012 for grade 10, 11 and 12 English category. The application for Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2013 is now open and the auditions will take place in September 2012. If you are a student studying in between grade 7 and bachelor's level, you can apply for either English or Nepali category. For further details, you can visit facebook.com/top7debaters. Our email address is youthtya@gmail.com. Our phone number is 425-7250.
We'll be back with Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2013. Till then, have a great year.